Hi mga ka-learners! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me again, your teacher in science, Teacher Rica. So mga ka-learners, for today's video, we will talk about the AVOGADRO'S Law. So, mga ka-learners, familiar ba kayo sa topic na to? Siguro yung iba, pero naririnig nyo ba sila Charles Law, Boyle's Law, and Gay-Lussac's Law? Yung mga law of properties? So well, mga ka-learners, pag-aaralan natin yung Avogadro's Law, kung paano siya isolve, kung ano ba yung meaning ng Avogadro's Law, kung bakit ba na-came up to ni Amadeo Avogadro. So before we start our discussion, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for you to be updated for my latest video. Okay, mga ka-learners, let's start. So before we proceed to our discussion, let's have our objectives. So at the end of the lesson, students should be able to explain Avogadro's Law, determine how the volume and gas amount are related to each other, and use Avogadro's Law to solve a problem. Before we proceed to our discussion, let's have a quick recall sa law of properties. Meron tayong Charles Law, Boyle's Law, and Gay-Lussac's Law. So kay Charles Law, explain the relationship between volume and temperature. So dito, kapag yung volume is nag-i-increase, ganun din sa temperature. So kay Boyle's Law, explain that at a fixed temperature, the volume of gas is inversely proportional to the pressure exerted by the gas. So pag sinabing inversely proportional, magkasalungat sila. Hindi sila pareho. Kung yung volume of gas is nag-i-increase, yung pressure naman is bumababa. Kung pressure is tumataas, yung volume naman is bumababa. Okay? So, kay Gay-Lussac's Law naman, explain that the pressure is directly proportional to the temperature. So, pag sinabing directly proportional, sila is magkapareho, magkatulad. Kung ang pressure is nag-i-increase, ganun din yung temperature. Okay? So, let's have a quick introduction para sa ating discussion kay Avogadro. Okay? Avogadro, his real name is Amadeo Carlo Avogadro. An Italian physicist proposed that the number of atoms or molecules in two ideal gases will be equal if they share the same volume and pressure. So, kung yung dalawang ideal gas daw is nag-share, sila ay pareho ng pressure and volume. So sila is precisely related, directly proportional at a constant pressure and temperature. Okay? So this law is connected to the ideal gas equation such as temperature, pressure, and volume. Okay? So si Amadeo, na-came up niya tong hypothesis niya to doon sa tatlong scientists, kila Charles, kila Boyle's Law, kila Gay-Lussac. So dahil doon, na-came up niya yung formula niya para ma-solve yung volume of a gas. Okay? So let's proceed to Avogadro's Law, formula and derivation. Okay? According to Avogadro's Law, equal volumes of all gases contain the same number of molecules at the same temperature and pressure. So meron siyang same number of molecules at the same temperature and pressure. Okay? Directly proportional. So, ang formula kay Avogadro's Law is V1 over N1 is equals to V2 over N2, where V1 is equals to first volume or pwede din siyang initial volume, V2 is the second volume, pwede din siyang final volume, N1 is the first amount of gas in moles or pwede din siyang initial amount of gas in moles, N2 is equals to second amount of gas in moles or pwede din siyang final amount of gas in moles. Additionally, Avogadro Law illustrates how volume and gas amount measured in moles are precisely related. Therefore, the amount of gas grows as the volume does. Okay? Kung tumataas nga yung volume, ganun din yung pressure. So, furthermore, according to Avogadro's Law, it says that V over N is equals to K, where K is proportionally constant. V is the volume, K is a constant, and is the number of gas particles in moles. So, meron tayong visual example nung kay Avogadro's Law. Kung mapapansin nyo, may dalawang container, merong small space occupies, and doon naman sa isa is larger space occupies. So, pareha silang may volume, sa initial volume 120, sa final volume is 360. Meron siyang molecules na 6 and 18. Diba? Mababa at mataas yung initial and final volume. Pero pag sinold mo, pareha silang 20. Kasi nga, directly proportional sila pareho. Okay? So, nag-increase yung volume, nag-increase din yung pressure. Okay? So, next, dito na tayo sa derivation ng formula. So, dito, itong formula na to is pwede mo siyang known as ideal gas law, na pwede mo siyang gamitin para ma-solve yung Avogadro's Law. So, yung formula niya is PV is equals to nRT, where P is the pressure, B is the volume, and number of gas of moles, R gas constant, T is absolute temperature. So, ang sabi dito, doubling the number of molecules, double the pressure. Avogadro's Law states that the volume and amount of gas are directly proportional at constant temperature and pressure. So, mga ka-learners, naintindihan ba natin yung Avogadro's Law, yung discussion kanina? So, para mas maintindihan natin, mag-ready tayo ng problem and then isolve natin yung volume of a gas. Para alam din natin kung paano na isolve yung Avogadro's Law. Okay? May hinanda si teacher na problem. Example na nakita ko sa Google para isolve natin. Okay? Para mas malaman natin kung paano ba isolve yung volume of a gas. So, sabi dito, say you have 5 liters of gas which contains 0.965 mole of molecules. What will be the new volume of the gas if the quantity is increased to 1.80 mole, assuming pressure and temperature are held constant? Okay, mga ka-learners, ilagay muna natin yung given. So, meron tayong given na volume 1, initial volume, meron ba tayo? Of course, meron tayong 5 liters. So, N1, meron ba tayo mga ka-learners? Yes, meron tayo. 0.965 mole. Okay, B2, mga ka-learners, meron ba tayo? Wala, kasi ayun yung hahanapin natin. Lagyan muna natin siyang question mark. And, N1, N2, hahanapin natin, meron ba siya? Meron. 1.80 mole. So, dahil nakita natin yung given, ilagay na natin yung formula ni Avogadro's Law. So, V1 over N1 is equals to V2 over N2. So, dahil nawawala ang final volume, para maano natin yung formula is, i-cross multiply natin siya. So, V2 is equals to V2 is equals to V1 over N2. Ay, V1 and N2 over N1. Then, tsaka natin siya i-derive. Okay, V2 is equals to, ano yung V1? 5 liters. And then, N2 is 1.80 over N1, 0.965. Okay, so i-calculate natin. So, mga ka-learners, ano ang sagot? Tayo'y mag-solve. Ano ang sagot, mga ka-learners? 9.33 liters. I-cancel natin yung mole. Ayan ang sagot. Okay? So, igawin nyo is i-round off nyo na lang. So, ang sagot is 0.32. So, ang katabi ng 2 is 6. So, i-round off nyo na. Magiging sagot is 9.33. So, okay, mga ka-learners, meron tayong pangalawang example. 2 moles of helium gas will fill up an empty balloon to a volume of 2.5 liter. What will be the volume of the balloon if an additional 1.5 moles of helium gas is added at constant temperature and pressure? So, dito, intindihin nyo yung question. Okay? Yung nakalagay dito. So, ilagay natin yung given. V1 is equals to 2.5 liters. So, N1, meron ba tayo? Meron. 2 moles. Then, V2, meron ba tayo? Wala. Ayun din ulit yung hahanapin natin. Then, N2, meron ba tayo? Ang sabi dito, what will be the volume of the balloon if an additional 1.5 moles of helium gas is added at constant temperature and pressure? So, ang gagawin natin is, i-add natin yung 2 mole plus 1.5 moles. Anong sagot, mga ka-learners? 3.5 mole. Kasi, nakalagay is added. Okay? Added. Okay, lagay natin yung formula. V1, N1, V2, N2. Ganun lang ulit, cross multiply, V2 is equals to V1 N2 over N1. Okay, derive. V1 is 2.5 liters. And then, 3.5 over 2 mole. Okay, cancel the mole. Solve. Ang sagot is 4.375. But, i-round off natin. Ang magiging sagot is 38 liters. Okay, ayun yung sagot. Nakuha, mga ka-learners, di ba? Super basic. Okay, and then, dahil alam nyo na kung paano mag-solve, let's have an activity. Okay, activity. So, bago tayo mag-proceed sa ating activity time, is there any question, clarification, at kung meron naman, comment down below and I will do my best to respond. Okay, mga ka-learners? So, eto nga, may hinanda ulit si ma'am. English ng English si ma'am, lagi naman nagkakamali. May hinanda si ma'am na activity, and then, sagutan nyo siya para mas ma-practice palalo yung pagsusolve nyo ng Avogadro's Law. Okay? So, ayun lang mga ka-learners. Ito yung activity natin. Yan. Screenshot nyo na lang. Okay? So, ayun lang mga ka-learners. I hope may natutunan kayo sa ating discussion. Okay? Thank you and have a nice day. Bye-bye!